Okay, be as honest as you can, because I think it'd be really funny if you throw your parents under the bus like this. But what is the...
You bought like 5 things right now.
When you think of your parents, what was the race that they wanted you to end up with the least?
Oh my God! Why would you do that to us, bro?
Let me think.
That's so fun. Did they even give you parameters? Because
No, but I think you could tell.
all right. So my mom, okay. The funny thing is, my mom actually had a forbidden love in high school. She loved the Korean boy.
That's forbidden.
That was big in Japan. That's big forbidden. But not only that, it was more so not so much the race, but his class. So he was also not only Korean, but he was also just a common like
a Titanic Jack.
He wasn't like a Lotte Air Korean, right?
Lotte Air.
He wasn't a Hyundai Korean, you know. So
Walmart Korean.
So my grandma wasn't cool with it, and then I think my mom was like, well, you know what? We're gonna move to America, and I'm not gonna. My sons can marry whoever the fuck they want. It's love first, you know. But then I remember she was talking to me, and she goes, you know, I don't care. You know, I don't even care if they're black. And I'm like, why the fuck did you say that? Like, it's the worst shit. Like, yeah. She was like, you could marry anyone. You know what? I love black people. I wouldn't even care. And I'm like, where did that come from?
Overcompensating.
I know.
And I was thinking maybe it's because I told her I like black and Mexican girls growing up. I didn't really like Asian girls until later. Because black and Mexican girls, like, they develop quicker. So in junior high and all that, they're like, you know.
They're
like,
busty.
Yeah, they're like, yeah.
They were curvy.
I like white girls too. Like, I wasn't around white girls.
They were busty. They were curvy. They got bodies.
And then I think Asian girls, they started to like bloom later in high school, and then their fashion and stuff, like their parents still, like Asians, their parents still dress them until they're in high
They
school.
look like kids compared to like black and white.
Yeah,
girls.
and then they were like, they had Jordans on and they had like cool clothes and
It's
shit.
funny that we who look like kids are being like, I want a woman.
Right? I know.
Oh, we fucking look like children ourselves.
Well, that's the double standard thing, you know, with like the whole teacher and kid. You know, every time there's like a hot like 21-year-old teacher that's with like a 13-year-old boy, and then there's people like, well, just flip that around and you wouldn't feel that way. And then I had an epiphany the other day. I was like, well, it's because when we're 13, we're already jacking it to fucking like 21, 25-year-olds.
Jacking it is so aggressive.
But girls aren't doing that.
We were yanking
A 13-year-old girl's not jacking it to a fucking Hugh Jackman or something.
You never know.
So I'm like, that's why I think for all guys it makes sense. You're like, oh man, why couldn't it be me?
Yeah, I think there's like a hormonal like weirdness about that.
But go back to the original time.
Yeah, but my mom, she was like, you know, I don't even care. You know, they could be anybody. He goes, but what I do care about is pay attention to their family. Because you could date whoever, but when it becomes marriage, you're marrying their family. And she goes, are they dysfunctional? Are they good people? Like, are they messed up to each other? And then I was thinking, yeah, but our family's fucked up. So it's like, I have to filter this family? Like, no, like.
Wish I'd got that advice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. But
That is funny though that she's like, even black.
yeah, no, I don't even care if they're black, and I'm all like, well, I didn't even know that was like out of the boundary, you know, like what the fuck?
Interesting is I think like for my parents, they like black girl, white girl would have been cool because that's what they kind of have assimilated enough that it's
That's
like,
American.
yeah, that's American. But I think. In all honesty, like I think Chinese made them the most uncomfortable.
Really? Why?
Really? That's funny.
Chinese making people uncomfortable? That sounds wrong.
Yeah, because like, and it might have been the Chinese girls that I picked, but like it was the class thing. You know, like the hierarchy of Asian.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Korean definitely was like the worst for that KP-ness of it.
Yeah.
But then I dated a Chinese girl. And I think I really felt it. Like I felt her family looking at me like I was a fucking servant or something. Like I was the help, you know. Like I'm so low in the totem pole of like types of Asian that I could feel their disappointment that I was.
Oh, and your family was like, I don't know about feeling like that.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
see.
Because like even if it's Filipino to Filipino, when there's a class disparity, there's still like a coolness that can be achieved. But the fact that I think with that type of Chinese made it pretty difficult, and I could feel them like, oh, they were like, oh, okay.
That's crazy.
Why would you date the help?
Yo, you know what's funny is
It's like a romance novel, though.
when my friend, Chinese guy, was going to go have dinner with his Vietnamese girlfriend, her parents were like, I ain't trying to fucking meet up with a CCP. And it's like, he's Chinese American, but they fucking hated communists so much that they just associated Chinese.
Yeah.
They associated Chinese with just communists.
Right. It's like that would sound as silly as a Cuban American. Like
Yeah. And then they're like, no Chinese. And then we were just like, okay, I guess you're gonna have to meet Chairman Mao tonight. You know, like they already had this judgment in their mind, like, no Chinese, no communists in our family. We ran away from communism. And it's like, well, he did too. The fuck are you talking about?
You're on the same page.
Yeah, you both. Yeah.
That's like not wanting to date someone that's in the same immigration camp.
Yeah, and I thought most Vietnamese were like mixed with Chinese and like it was normal, but like her parents were like, nah, we're not no Chinese. Like, what are you doing? Yeah.
Everybody warned me, like, they were like, you know, his mum might not like him dating a white girl. They were like, the Japanese, they want to stay in Japan. Because, you know,
I don't know where they came from. I don't know where the stereotype came from. Yeah.
Because Japan is so, like, homogenous, right? And they don't let people in, you're not
Yeah.
allowed dual citizenship, all of that. So everyone was like,
Yeah. It's what they do to milk to make it.
Homogenized milk.
Maybe they were thinking about like Japanese from Japan.
your mum is Japanese from Japan.
No, I mean like I know, but like new Japanese families, like
Style Japanese.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't even know that was a thing. Korean and Japanese hating each other.
Because of the history.
Don't
No,
you feel the hate right now?
No, I know the history now, but back in Hawaii, it was never an issue.
Hawaii is Hawaii though. Hawaii is Hawaii.
they're all
When I moved
friends.
to the States, it was so eye-opening. I didn't even know what monks, Muslims, Hispanic. I was like, what the fuck is all this?
Yeah, Hawaii. I feel like all the Asians got like they're together, but
Just
it's like,
one.
No, but here there's been some history, or
Yeah, I
like
didn't
you know,
know.
yeah.
You know what's really funny is that when I had a Japanese girlfriend, I never even thought of that. I was like, oh yeah, whatever. And then randomly, I don't know if this was meant to like make me feel a certain way. My mom decided to tell me this story about like her grandfather that was he was a police chief of the island they lived on. He was executed in front of our family.
By a Japanese.
Took it over
Damn.
with a bayonet.
He existed.
Existed because then that's when the Japanese like.
Oh my god!
And then my mom just told me that story randomly, and I was like,
Japanese, right?
I was like, oh.
Have a good day.
Have fun.
Japanese? Well, let me tell you our family encounter with a Japanese.
Yeah, she just randomly told me that, and then that was it. She's like, it's cold, put the jacket, and like left.
Have fun at curry house.
Yeah, I was like, huh. But then I didn't even like think anything of it because I was like, oh, I don't think that would bleed into like modern life, and she didn't really care.
Well, the Japanese rebrand is really good if you think about
no,
it,
they did a
right?
really impeccable
They went
job.
from like straight up murdering people to like, kawaii.
I know. That U-turn.
I know.
Dude, my mom never tripped about race. My mom was always just about the culture, like depending on what kind of culture you hang out with. You know what I mean? Like the gangsters, smart, nerd.
Well, that's good. She could tell the difference because some people can't.
That's true, yeah.
Some people can't tell the difference. They'll see one group and be like, they're all ghetto
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah.
My mom was only anything outside of if they can't speak Chinese is the same. So she wanted me to make sure I marry someone that spoke Chinese.
How would she feel if
You
you dated
definitely missed that one.
Because she's fucking crazy, so I wanted to make sure I married someone that doesn't speak Chinese.
How would she react to if you brought home like a black woman that could speak Chinese?
Oh, she would love it. Yeah, like
Probably more amazed.
yeah, if it's Chinese, then she's like, okay, we can communicate, and then I could talk shit about my son with you, and all that. So I wanted to make sure you cut that out.
You know what's funny though? I think Asian parents are the most racist, but their stereotypes is not what people think it is.
Yeah, it's not like American stereotype.
It's not like they have a different.
It is different.
It's not like the same stereotypes of like what people typically think Mexicans or black or whatever is. So like they'll say like in Japan, right? They'll be like, "Oh, you want to marry a black man because they're gonna really love you." It's like, what the fuck?
They're gonna write you an R&B song.
No, they're like, wait, what do you mean? Yeah. So it's like, well, because Japanese men are cold, right? But black men,
Black guys are Casey and JoJo.
right? They're like warm and loving, and like they'll take care of you, like emotionally,
Like genuine.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
But
that's
they don't have the same like jokes and stereotypes that we do about like, oh, you know, black guys always running or like whatever, you know.
that's true. That's
Yeah.
not the same.
Yeah, no, over there it's different. It's like, oh, if you want to be really like romance, then you get with the black guy or like whatever, because they're known as like Casanova, you know.
That's a funny stereotype.
Yeah.
You want to be really romanced.
Yeah. I believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like my parents were always just like, you know, like Mexicans are like Spanish Japanese people. And then we're like, what do you mean by that? And he goes, it's because they work just as hard as us. So like they you know, like we did a lot of the same jobs, like picking strawberries, landscaping, all that shit. And then like they can pull the same hours without complaining.
Right.
So then they're like, yeah, they're like us, but then like they eat different food. So they don't think of the same like, you know, the funny stereotypes of like, oh, illegal immigrants that come here and then like they, you know, because they're like, well, we did the same shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just came on a boat. They came on over the border. Yeah. So it's the fun. I think they're like they have a lot of funny racist shit, but it's like the jokes are different and it's not what people think it is until you go into an Asian family and you hear their shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's funny too is that like I don't think I ever had a relationship where if I was Filipino and they weren't, I always felt like the parents were like, oh man, like disappointed about it. But
You
then
felt that always?
oh yeah, all the time. But I have to reality check myself and remember that I also wasn't that great. Like, like it's not.
So they
like,
weren't wrong?
I can't race bait and be like, it's because I'm Filipino. I also was poor. So it's like, it kind of doesn't matter, really.
But if you think about it, like most of us are literal trash, right? Like we're not the best boys that like.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
it's like how can our parents actually be judgmental and want like the best people to marry us? Because it's like. If anybody marries you guys
Yeah,
are
you should
fucking
be
lucky.
thankful. Yeah,
I
exactly.
think that's literally what
No,
my
what
mom
his
was
mum
probably
was like.
thinking. Huh?
When I met your mum and she was like, you should go to the chapel tomorrow.
Oh, she's like, lock it in, dude.
Yeah.
The day that she met my mom in Hawaii, an hour into it, she was trying to convince us to go have a ceremony at the chapel.
Oh, that's
And I was like, I haven't even asked her parents yet.
She's like, quick.
She loved her immediately.
Yeah.
Aww.
Or thought you had no other options.
Yeah.